Right, great tens. Let us see how we handle this one. You don't panic. If they give this to you, they simply say you are going to merge these two into one. And how do you merge it? By first attempting to see, can I make one of the variables to be expressed in terms of the other one? Right, so what am I going to do here? I have a 2y plus x, and I choose to make my x the subject. So what I'm going to do, I am going to change what I wanted to do now, because I was quick to write that. So I want my x to be the leading variable. So I am going to restate that so that the 2y becomes isolated. Now I have expressed this one in terms of this one. So wherever I see this one in the other one, I am going to replace it by this constituent. Okay. So now what must I do? I must say I'm substituting the second equation into the first one. Okay, right, so this is still my second equation. It is simply restated in a different format. So in this one, wherever there is this x, I will substitute with the its form in terms of y. So I will say 2 minus 2y is equals to negative 10. All right. So I've simply replaced the x by 2 minus 2y. Then what happens now? Everything will be having a single variable. So I'll have negative 14y, negative 10. Then these two will give me a negative 8y is equals to, this one will come this side. That's what it will become. Then when I divide both sides by 8, I'll have a 3. If you are quick like that. Otherwise, you can write negative 8 over 8 this side and all of that. Right. We are in exams. You need to be sharp by now. Now I have my variable, which is y is equals to 3. Now I must sub my y into the second one so that I find my what? My x. So it means where there is a y now, I put the value of y. So what will I have now? I will have 2 minus 6, which will be negative 4. That's what my x is. Okay, then you are done. You can underline that, otherwise you go to your next question during the exam. All of this is a waste of time whilst you still have other questions to answer. Right. Some people, you know how they go. They will stretch their legs, look for rulers, and then waste time. You don't need that. The teacher will see your x and your y. Okay. Right. Then, if you need to understand what was happening, when we only have 2x, right, example, when we have 2x minus what? Minus 4 is equals to 6. What do? We say 2x is equals to 10. Then x is equals to 5. What are we saying? We are saying if we take the 5 and sub there, we'll get a what? A 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Then here, what are we saying? We are saying whenever we take one or both of these equations and we substitute these values, we will get an equivalent expression. So what did we have in the first one? We had 6x. Right, so I am going to squeeze it there so that you see what I'm doing. So you will have, let's put it there, you'll have 6x plus 7x, isn't it? 6x plus 7x, and then for that one we have 2y plus x. Okay, 6y, no, what did I do? 6x, 6y plus 7x. Now look what happens. If I have this value there, I will have 6 and 3, and then this side I will have a 7 and negative 4. What does this give me? It gives me 18, and then this one gives me negative 28. If I consolidate that, I'll have negative 10. Okay. What happens this side? I will have a 2 and a 3, and then a negative 4. Then I'll have a 6 minus 4. What does it give me? A 2. What did we get? We got a negative 10. There they are, negative 10 and 2. Okay, negative 10 and 2. Right, so I hope you see what this is all about. Now, somebody says to me, no, I don't like this method. Right, fine, you don't like this method. It's okay. Right, so you'll pardon me with the clumsiness there. Let me rather do this, okay, so that we don't get reflections on our video. So if I take this first equation, negative 10, and then I take the other equation, 2y plus x is equals to 2. I can use a method which we call the elimination. Okay, so if I use the elimination method, what do I want? I want to get rid of one of these variables quickly. So for me to do that, I need to make one of these variables to be identical to the other one. So I can multiply by 7 so that I have 7x, or I can multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3 because it will be a easier number. I don't change the other one because it is already a 6. So what do I do now? I say this one becomes 6y plus 3x is equals to 6. What did I do? I had two equations. I took the second one and I multiplied it by 3 so that I can be able to do the process. Then how do I get rid of this one? I am going to subtract, isn't it? So if I subtract, that will be negative, that will be negative, that will be negative. So what will I have? I will have 0 this side, then this side I will have 7 minus 3, I will have 4x. The bigger one has a positive. Here I have two negative numbers, so I'll have negative 16. Then it means my x will be divided by 4, it will be negative 4. Okay. Then what's going to happen now? I must now find my x. No, I have my x. Now I must find my y. So I take the simpler one and I say 2y, where there is an x, I put a negative 4. What do I get now? I will get a 2y is equals to 6. Then I will have a y is equals to 3. Okay, then you are done. So both of them in under 10 minutes, two methods, even with the explaining of what this is all about. Try it again on your own. Use this very same one. You don't need a new one. Okay. Use this one until you do this with precision and with speed. Then you can try others so that you confirm that you've grasped it. Alrighty. All the best.